You know that feeling when the world just feels too loud? When your phone won't stop buzzing, your to-do list is screaming, and your brain feels like a browser with 50 tabs open. I hit that wall last Tuesday. I looked at my garden, overgrown, messy, and quiet. And then I looked at my dog, sitting by the back door with that, well, are we going or not? Expression. We ended up spending 4 straight hours out there, just digging in the dirt. No podcasts, no notifications, just the smell of damp earth and the sound of paws on mulch. By the time the sun started to dip, something had shifted. My heart rate had slowed. The mental noise had vanished. And for the first time in weeks, I felt like I could actually breathe. It wasn't just a productive afternoon. It was a total sensory reset. And the best part? My dog was the one who led the way. If you've ever felt like you're just performing your way through life, you need to know that your dog is offering you an invitation to something deeper. They aren't just outside with you. They are engaging in a primal, psychological grounding process that your nervous system is desperately craving. Today, I'm going to show you why gardening with your dog is the ultimate low dopamine reset and give you the exact cue to let them join your pack. Most of us treat the backyard like another chore. We go out to mow the lawn, pull the weeds, or pick up after the dog. It's another item on the list. And we usually try to keep our dogs away from the actual work because we're afraid they'll dig up the hydrangeas or track mud across the kitchen. But have you noticed how your dog watches you while you garden? They aren't just curious, they are confused. In their world, if the pack leader is digging, it's a major event. By shutting them out or keeping them on the sidelines, we're actually missing out on the most powerful bonding opportunity we have. There is a real psychological reason why you feel so much better after 4 hours in the soil. It's called biophilia, our innate human tendency to seek connections with nature and other forms of life. When you garden, you're engaging in activity-based regulation. This is how many of us, especially those of us who find quiet meditation impossible, actually find our balance. But when you add your dog to the mix, it doubles the effect. When you see your dog's tail wagging because they've found a special rock or they're sniffing the base of a new shrub, your brain performs something called mirroring excitement. Their pure, uncomplicated joy at being productive with you breaks the cycle of stressful loops in your head. Plus, the physical sensation of their presence, that nudge of a wet nose while you're reaching for a trowel, is a profound signal of safety to your nervous system. It tells your brain, you are not alone and you are safe. The practical/emotional bridge. Before we get into the how, I want to ask, how does your dog usually help you around the house? Do they bring you gifts like socks or half-chewed toys? Tell me in the comments. I love hearing about your dog's jobs. And if you want more ways to deepen this bond, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next deep dive without losing your prize roses. You have to give them a job. Dogs thrive when they have a framework. I call this the assistant groundskeeper cue. Instead of telling them no when they get close to your work, give them a designated dig zone. Pick a corner of the garden where the soil is loose. Hide a few of their favorite durable toys an inch or 2 under the surface, and use the cue. Find your work. The first time I did this, my dog looked at me like I was crazy. He'd spent years being told not to dig. But once he realized I was digging, planting bulbs, and he was digging, finding his toy, the energy changed. We weren't just a human and a pet. We were a team. We were a pack working the land together. That shared calm is a deep form of connection that goes way beyond a standard walk. Those 4 hours in the garden taught me something that a million self-help books couldn't. We aren't looking for more to-do items. We are searching for connection without performance. Your dog doesn't care if your rows are straight or if your tomatoes grow. They don't need you to be impressive. They just need you to be theirs. When you step into the garden with your dog, you're stepping out of the performance of your life and into a relationship that is loud, honest, and totally transparent. You aren't just a gardener. To them, you are a hero who finally figured out the best way to spend an afternoon. Leave your phone inside. Grab a trowel and give your dog the cue to join you. Whether they actually help or just nap in the shade while you work, pay attention to how your heart feels afterward. How does your dog react when they see you working outside? Do they try to help, or are they just happy to watch from a distance? Let's talk about it in the comments. Because at the end of the day, the pack is whole when you're together, and that is what truly matters.